Good morning, everyone. The lesson 9 is hydrogen. This is the lesson number 9. So, today I am going to start the lesson hydrogen. So, we all know very well that hydrogen is the first element. Hydrogen is the first element of the periodic table, and hydrogen is the, we all know very well, it is the lightest element known in the periodic table, and it exists as a diatomic molecule. The hydrogen exists as a diatomic molecule, that is H2. This is the diatomic molecule, and it was discovered by Cavendish. That is, hydrogen was discovered by Cavendish in 1766. Hydrogen is the first element. It is the lightest element in the periodic table. It exists as a diatomic molecule, that is as a H2, and hydrogen was discovered by Cavendish in 1766. So he prepared the gas by treating iron filling with the dilute sulfuric acid. So we all know the very well the reaction is Fe plus H2SO4. When the iron fillings react with the dilute sulfuric acid, so we get FeSO4 plus H2 gas is liberated from this reaction. So its name hydrogen, it was discovered by Cavendish, but its name hydrogen was proposed by Lavoisier. That is Lavoisier. The name was proposed by the Lavoisier. Because why it is Lavoisier gave them the name of the hydrogen? Because it produced water on burning. It produced water on burning with oxygen, because the hydrogen is a combination, that is the hydro. So hydro means water, hydrogen, and gene means producing. So it is a water producing when burned with the oxygen. That's why the Lavoisier gave the name as a hydrogen, and we know that it is the first element, so it is present in the number 1 in the periodic table. Now if we are talking about the position, we all know that it is in the first position, but the hydrogen possesses a unique position in the periodic table. So hydrogen is the first element in the periodic table, and its atomic number of the hydrogen is 1. The atomic number of the hydrogen is 1, and it has the electronic configuration of 1s1, because only one electron is present in it, so the electronic configuration is 1s1. Now its unique position is because of the fact that hydrogen resembles with the alkali metal, as well as it resembles with the halogens. This is the unique characteristic of the hydrogen. It resembles with the alkali, as well as it resembles with the hydrogen. So the position of the hydrogen is anomalous in the periodic table. So first of all, let us discuss the resemblance with the alkali metal. First of all, we have to discuss the resemblance with the alkali metal. Now first of all, let us discuss the resemblance of hydrogen with alkali metal. So this is now first of all, that is resemblance of hydrogen with the alkali metal. The electronic configuration is the 1s, that is the electronic configuration. So this is the 1s1 is the electronic configuration. So both the hydrogen and the alkali metal have one electron in its outermost shell, that is in the valency shell. For example, this is the electronic configuration for the hydrogen, this is for the H. Now let us take the example of any alkali metal, for example lithium. The atomic number of the lithium is the 3, so the electronic configuration is, that is 1s2 2s1. So in the outermost orbit there is a 1 electron, and here in hydrogen, in outermost orbit, here also we have 1 electron in the valency shell, and same as that of the alkali metal. So this is the first resemblance, because both the hydrogen and the alkali metal have the 1 electron in its outermost shell or in the valency shell. So this is the first resemblance of the alkali metal with the hydrogen with the alkali metal. Now the second resemblance is electropositive character. Electropositive character. Now this is the second resemblance. How the electropositive character? Hydrogen like alkali metal is electropositive. So the hydrogen is also electropositive and the alkali metals are also electropositive, because both can lose, both have a tendency, or both can lose the 1 electron which is present in the outermost orbit, and they become a cations. How is it possible? So for example, let us take the example of the hydrogen. So we have the hydrogen. So what happened? The hydrogen removes or loses this electron, and this become H positive. And same as that, if we are talking about the, for example, sodium. Sodium is the alkali metal. So what happen in case of the sodium? It become Na plus when it removes 1 electron, because the atomic number of the sodium is 11, and in the last shell the sodium possesses only 1 electron. So both have the same character, and that character is known as the electropositive character. Now the third resemblance is the valency and oxidation state. This is the third resemblance. Valency and the oxidation state is the third resemblance. So like alkali metal, hydrogen also shows an oxidation state of +1. Like alkali metal, it shows the oxidation state of +1. Same as that, the hydrogen shows the oxidation state of +1 in their compound. Why it shows the +1 oxidation state? Because it has the 1 electron in its outermost orbit, and it loses this electron. It releases its electron and it possesses the positive charge. Same as that, sodium has the 1 electron in the outermost orbit, and it loses the 1 electron and become the, and it get the positive charge. So the valency and the oxidation state, both the alkali metal and the hydrogen have the same valency as well as the oxidation state. Now the third property is that is reducing agent. The third property is reducing agent. This is the third property, that is called the reducing agent. Alkali metal, like alkali metal, hydrogen act as a strong reducing agent. We all know very well that all the alkali metal are the strong reducing agent. So same as that, the hydrogen is also act as a reducing agent. Now let us take an example. For example, we have, that is Fe3O4 plus 4H2. When it combined with the hydrogen, so we have 3Fe plus, that is 4H2O. Here hydrogen act as a reducing agent. So these are the resemblance of the hydrogen with the alkali metal. Now these are the resemblance only. We are talking about the resemblance. First of all, the resemblance of hydrogen with the alkali. Now the next topic is how the hydrogen resembles to the halogen. So the topic is resemblance that is resemblance with halogen. Now let us take the few examples or the fact how the hydrogen resembles to the halogen. So the first of all, the same let us start with the electronic configuration. This is the first topic, that is the electronic configuration. So like halogen, hydrogen require one electron, only one electron, not one electron, but only one electron to achieve the nearest noble gas configuration. How is it possible? Hydrogen. Atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Its electronic configuration is 1s1. So it requires one more electron to become 1s2. Now let us take the example of any halogen. For example, fluorine. Fluorine is a halogen. Fluorine is a halogen. The atomic number of the fluorine is the 9. So its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, and that is 1s2, 2s2, and this one is the 2p5. Now we know that in the p subshell, if we are talking about the p orbital, the maximum number of electron in the p orbital are 6, and here we have the 5 electron. So it require only one electron to get the noble gas configuration, same as that of the hydrogen. So this is the resemblance. This is the resemblance of the hydrogen with the halogen. Now let us discuss the second resemblance. The second resemblance is the ionization energy, and ionization energy is also known as the ionization enthalpy. So the ionization energy of the hydrogen is quite close to that of the halogen. For example, if we are talking about the ionization energy of the hydrogen, so it is nearly about, that is 1312 kilojoule per mole. This is the ionization energy of the hydrogen. Now let us discuss some halogens. For example, fluorine. The ionization energy of the fluorine is 1680 kilojoule per mole. So there is a resemblance. They both are close to each other. That is 1312, and this one is the 1680. So this is the another resemblance of the hydrogen with the halogen. Now the third point is that is the electronegative character. Electronegative character. In case of the alkali metal, the resemblance is electropositive character, but in case of the halogen, the resemblance is the electronegative character. So both the hydrogen and halogen have tendency to accept electron. They have a tendency to accept electron to form the monovalent anion. They have a tendency. Here we have already discussed in case of the electronic configuration, the hydrogen it has a tendency, it accept the one electron to get the noble gas configuration, same as here the halogen accept the one electron to get the noble gas configuration. So the electronegative character means they both accept the electron and they become a monovalent anion. Here I am talking about the anion, and we all know very well the anion possesses the negative charge. So hydrogen, when the hydrogen accept one electron, so it become H minus, same as that the fluorine, when the fluorine accept one electron, it become F minus or F negative. So this is and they both are the anion. This is the anion of the hydrogen and this is the anion of the fluorine. So this is the electronegative character, and this is the one of the important resemblance in between the hydrogen and the halogen. Now the next one is the fourth resemblance is the diatomic nature. Diatomic nature. This is the another resemblance. This is the another, that is the diatomic nature. We have already discussed that hydrogen is always present as a diatomic molecule, that is hydrogen is always exist as a H2. So same as that, the halogen are also exist in the diatomic form, that is F2, Cl2, Br2. These so hydrogen as well as the halogen exist as a diatomic molecule. Now, so from the above discussion, it is clear that hydrogen is unique in its behavior because its properties are resembles to the alkali metal as well as the halogen. Therefore, it is difficult to assign any definite position to it in the periodic table, and thus the position of hydrogen in the periodic table is anomalous. Now let us discuss about the occurrence of hydrogen. This is our next topic, occurrence of hydrogen. So hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. This one is the most abundant. It is almost present in a very good amount. So it is the most abundant element in the universe and is also common on the earth. It is common in the universe as well as it is common in the earth. In the free state, the hydrogen is present in the volcanic gases and in the outer atmosphere of the sun. The hydrogen is present in the outer atmosphere of the sun. That is, it is a very important part of the solar system and the other stars of the universe. So it means the sun and the stars, the half of the mass of the sun and the stars is due to the presence of the hydrogen. Because of the hydrogen, the half of the mass of the sun and the star is due to the hydrogen. And on the earth, hydrogen is present in the various compound, mainly with the oxygen in the form of the water. In the earth, when it combines, it is present in the combined state with the oxygen in the form of the water, and in the combination of the carbon, nitrogen, sulfur and halogen in the form of the organic matter, in the form of the organic matter. So this is all about the occurrence, and it is the ninth element. This one is the ninth element in order of abundance. In order of abundance, it is the ninth element in order of the abundance. Now the next topic is isotopes. Here we are discussing about the isotopes of the hydrogen. So isotope is a very common topic. We have already discussed this topic in our previous classes. So isotope are the different form of the same element. Isotopes are the different form of the same element which have the same atomic number but different mass number. So in the isotope, the atomic number is same but the mass number is different. So the hydrogen has three isotopes. Hydrogen has three isotopes with the mass number of 1, 2 and 3. So 1H1, this one is the first isotope, 1H2, this one is the second isotope, and 1H3, this one is the third isotope. Here the mass number is 1, here the mass number is 2, and here the mass number is 3. Now it is called protium. This is called deuterium. and this one is called tritium. So these are the three important isotopes of the hydrogen: protium, deuterium and tritium. The relative abundance of these these three isotopes in the nature is in the ratio of 1:2, that is 1.5 multiplied 10 to the power minus 2, ratio 1 multiply 10 to the power 17 respectively. So hydrogen occurring in nature is mainly composed of the atom of the protium. The hydrogen which occur in the nature is mainly composed with the protium, and it contain only, that is I think about 0.015% of deuterium, that is 1H2 atom. However, the third isotope, that is the tritium, it is the radioactive. This third isotope is radioactive, and these are the symbols, that is 1H1, 1H2, and the third one is the 1H3. So these are the isotopes. Isotopes means they are the they belongs to the same element, but they have the same atomic number, but their mass number is different.